right, hello there. It's your boy, Ben Swicketh, back with another certified banger of a video. Yes, you heard me right. Certified bangers. That's all I do. Today's topic is how to quit your bad habits. A lot of people have them. Fucking, we, my vice was soda. Uh, and that took me a long ass time to quit. I finally quit it. Took a long ass time though. It's not a 1 day process. You know, it's the new year. Let me guess. Probably anybody watching this video, y'all said, "Oh, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna quit something. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna do this X, Y, Z, yada yada yada. Whatever the fuck else you want to tell yourself that you're gonna do." And here's what you actually did. You went to the gym for like 3 days, or you fucking quit for 3 days, and then we're like, "Yep, I'm going straight back to it." Fuck. Just because it's a new year does not mean it's a new person. For me, I think the big thing is having a reason to fucking quit. Because if you just go, "I'm gonna quit," why are you quitting? That doesn't, you know, sometimes it's money, sometimes it's fucking. For me, I just felt like soda wasn't. I was always needing caffeine for everything. Now I don't. Now I just drink water and I'm fine. So it was just becoming like a bad habit for me where like I knew if I didn't quit soon, I would just keep spending that $2.50 like the grocery store or whatever. And I get it. That doesn't sound like a lot of money, you know what I mean? Because in the big scheme of things, it's not. But it does add up. So like for me, the big thing is like finding a reason. Like now I have a fuck ton of notebooks, like just sitting like right in front of me. I have like four. It's out of control, but with a genius brain like mine, genius level intellect, you need lots of notebooks. Okay, trust. Um, it's more to write down all the stupid ideas that I have that will never come to reality, but we won't talk about that. Um, Another thing that like a lot of people are always like, "Oh, I'm trying to quit." No, 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 no. That's where you fucked up. You either are quitting or you're not. Trying? No, 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 no. Stop using that word. You just quit. Stop saying, "Oh, I'm trying to quit." Nah, because you're tricking your brain. You're going, it tomorrow. You want to know what tomorrow is? It's a day that fucking doesn't exist. All right. You just stop. Just like literally, just stop. It's that simple. You say you quit. So when you go to pick it up, you can be like, "Wait a second, I quit this shit. Why the fuck am I restarting?" And you can put it back. You know what I mean? Whether it's soda, cigarettes, weed, whatever the fuck else. You know what I mean? I don't know what your bad habit is. I'm not interested in your life story. You know what I mean? Uh, the third thing is you can't get fucking bored. All right, boredom is the key to relapsing because you get bored or you like a lot of people that like smoke a lot whenever they've stopped doing whatever they're doing like working they go smoke. So it's literally just like anytime you're doing nothing, you're doing that bad habit. You know what I mean? So like for me, it's just about, you've kind of just gotta replace the idea of boredom. Um, you know, and anytime you get bored, just like you just have to chillax for a second. You have to trust the process. So just like try and like not be bored. You just gotta be like, I can find something to do, anything. You know what I mean? Fucking, if you're bored, if you really, really want that soda, fucking clean your room. You know what I mean? Clean your house, clean your apartment. I don't really care. You know what I mean? You're trying to just keep your mind occupied. because your mind is always going to try and get you back to what it wants. You know what I mean? It's always going to go, but I need this thing. You don't need that thing. You know you don't need that thing if you have a good enough reason. But if you don't have a good enough reason, see, everything that I'm saying, it all adds up. You know, it's not a one-step process type of deal. You know what I mean? Like one of those things. Um, kind of another thing, and I'm gonna say it sounds a little goofy, but drink more water. I know that sounds weird. Like, why would I care about drinking fucking water? Well, your body thrives on water. Just remember that. Like, it's what your body was built to run on for years. So, drinking more water, if you're absolutely doing nothing, if your house is clean, just drink some water. Drink a nice cup of water. Ice cold, you know what I mean? That way, you got, or make tea, you know what I mean? Tea takes a little bit extra time. And then you gotta be watching it, and you gotta make sure that it stays nice. The tea bag stays nice and in the water, you know what I mean? Like, one of those two drinks, you'll be chill, you know what I mean? Light work, no reaction. And then finally, basically replace your habit with something else. Now, I'm not saying go from smoking cigarettes to smoking crack. Like, if you think that, you're actually fucking retarded. You're stupider than I am. And holy shit, I'm a dumbass, okay? I'm a retard. Trust me. I know. I am me. So like basically you're just trying to find something to trade that habit or trade that habit into something new. So a new way to think about it, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I want to keep if you do a lot of things, you know what I mean? You can be like, this habit's not benefiting me. I could go out and I could buy something that I actually want. A lot of people don't realize, if you spent 2 $2.50 every week, and there's 52 weeks in a year, it's over, say, over $110. I don't have a calc right now, and I don't really feel like pulling out my phone and doing the calculations, but it's over $110. So basically, you know what I mean? That's $110 that could be in your bank account. Now remember, a lot of people don't realize that, like, and then there's also, like, other habits that you can spend $10 weekly. So, it all adds up. You might not see it immediately. It's not oh, there's an extra $100 in my bank account. No, it does take time. But then you'll be like, oh, wait, I have extra money in here? Shit. You might be able to buy that little bit of fancier pasta sauce the next time you're at the store. You know what I mean? Like, sounds stupid, but it really it all adds up. Everything that you do mentally and physically, it all makes a change inside of you. I mean, that's the thing. When to truly become like a new person every day, you have to kind of take in different perspectives, and you gotta change things up, and you really gotta find the version of you that is the best and just improve upon it. And that's not a one-day process, like I said. Neither is quitting a bad habit. It's a multi-week to month process. Most habits take about 6 months to form. They're sometimes shorter. It really depends. You know what I mean? So quitting them can take just as long, if not longer. And don't treat that like if you relapsed one time Don't treat it as, well, I'm never going to be able to quit. No, no, no. You have to go, I made it X amount of days without doing it. I can do better the next time. And it forces you to think like, oh, all right, well, now I have a goal to achieve. If you only made it a week's better than 0, right? Then you go, I think I can make it 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, then 4. The first month is always the hardest month because those first 2 weeks, your brain is like, I need this. You don't need it. And you gotta tell your brain that. You gotta be like, nah, you don't need that. You're good. Your brain might not like you for that second. Whatever. You can cry about it, but that's what it's about. Just really working on yourself and who the fuck you are, because you know who you are. You know why you want to quit, and you would do something way more interesting than your fucking bad habit, and you're better than it. That's about the end of it. I mean, I know this wasn't a one of my longer videos, but I feel like it's important since we're nearing the end of January. And also, you guys have probably seen my rant videos. Those are probably going to be chilled out for a little while, I had my little rant phase. Now it's over, so we're all good. Back to plain Jane me. If you have any more ideas, opinions, or just want to say something absolutely stupid, there's a comment section below. Otherwise, subscribe.